Hey guys, happy Friday. Good to see you again. This video today is a continuation of the last video I did, which covered the topic of how to make the most out of living in your strata unit. Basically, I offered up 3 tips so that you could really truly enjoy living in your condo or townhouse. So the 3 tips that I offer in that video is number 1 is to join Strata Council. Number 2, make friends with your neighbors. Number 3 is to read your council minutes. So if you've forgotten what I talked about, please do go back to that video and just have a second look. So in today's video, I will talk about 3 more tips that will help make living in your condo or townhouse much more enjoyable. And armed with a total of 6 tips that I've given you or will be giving you in total, you will have the confidence to tackle any problem that arises with ease. Okay, so let's start with number 4. My 4th advice to you is to buy insurance. Yes, buy insurance. Now, most common in-suite issues would be water damages. So that could arise from a plugged up kitchen sink or a backed up toilet. And what happens is water overflows, it pools, then seeps through the floor and the walls down to your neighbor's suite, and the water damages their the insides and also whatever, maybe their electronics or furniture. So you want to make sure that when they do make a claim against you, you are protected. Now, I will also mention that the Strata Corporation does have insurance for all the common property in the building, but because they do have insurance, if anything happens, let's say you cause the damage and the Strata Corporation has to make a claim on their insurance, what happens is they're going to have to pay a deductible, right? So that deductible, if you are found responsible for causing the damages, then the Strata Corporation will basically bill you for the deductible. So make sure you know how much that deductible is and purchase your insurance policy accordingly. Okay, so number 5. This is pretty important. You're gonna have to learn how to make a complaint to the strata manager properly. Now, what does it mean to make a complaint properly? Well, here's my advice. You should always write down your problem descriptively. The more descriptive, the better. Because when you file a complaint to the strata manager, he or she is going to ask for details. And especially if it's an ongoing problem, you want to make sure you remember all the details. So, the manager's going to ask what happens, how often it happens, the time of the day or week that this problem happens, and maybe what is the consequence when this problem happens. So you're going to have to be able to answer all those questions and also provide the log along with your official written complaint. And the strata manager will take this complaint and present it before the council. And the strata council will look at this complaint, and they will discuss and try to resolve this problem for you. Now, most often, complaints are related to noise and smell. Yeah, noise and smell. So for noise, it could be loud music, loud TV sounds, late night yelling, screaming, chairs and toys being dragged across the floor, balls bouncing, late night renovations, And then with smell related complaints, usually they are smoking. You smell smoke coming in from your windows. It could be someone who cooks heavily and always creates a lot of smells that just fills up the hallway. And then it could be, believe it or not, some people, they leave garbage in their suites and they totally forget about it, and they go on vacation. And imagine garbage during the summer inside the unit, left there for 3 weeks to maybe like months, because people travel for months too, right? Can you imagine? Believe me, I have heard it all, seen it all, I've been through it all. And yeah, you're gonna wanna know how to make a formal complaint to the strata manager, because trust me, it's not fun dealing with all those problems. I hope I haven't scared you from wanting to live in a condo or a townhouse. So let's move on. Number 6, alterations. I get asked this a lot because when buyers are looking at properties and they see something that is so close to what they want but just not quite there yet, they suddenly have all these crazy ideas. Oh, I'm going to put a wall in there and divide it up so that I can add an extra bedroom. Or, oh, I don't like this close-up kitchen. I want to knock down this whole wall and open up the space. People do have crazy ideas, which is totally acceptable and understandable. But before you go ahead with the alterations of a strata unit, make sure you do get the permission of the strata council before you go ahead. Often you will have to present to the council your intention of making an alteration to your strata unit, and the council will provide you with an application form, and on that application form you're going to have to declare the type of alteration you want to do, which contractor you're going to hire or intend to hire, and the duration of the alteration, and of course when you're going to begin. So just keep in mind, your alterations is at the discretion of the council. They will decide whether they will allow you to go ahead with it or not. When you're looking to hire someone to do the in-suite alteration for you, you need to make sure that whoever you hire is qualified, licensed, and insured. The Strata Council is going to ask you to provide all the paperwork that proves that this contractor is licensed, qualified, and insured. Asking your buddy to come over to do the work with you or for you isn't going to cut it. If you're ever found to have made an alteration without the approval of the Strata Council, you will be fined, or you will be asked to revert everything back to the way it was, or you'd have to redo everything to make sure that the alteration complies with the strata regulations and the city regulations. So there you have it, 6 tips. Hopefully those 6 tips can be a guide for you to help you live a happy strata life. It can get frustrating when you don't know what you're supposed to do when a problem arises. Just keep in mind, if you're ever unsure, get in touch with your strata manager or strata council, and they should be able to guide you along. So thank you so much for watching my video today and the previous ones. if you enjoy my videos, please click on subscribe and like my videos. Finally, I remember to say this. I always forget. Thanks so much.